Hi, my name's Ben Pigsley, and this is my wife, Julie. Julie was Pastor Jeff's executive assistant for a number of years, and she recently retired about 18 months ago. And Julie and I had a plan. She was going to retire and be the full-time caregiver to our new grandchildren. So it was a great plan, but God had other plans for us.
He did. I was really excited to spend time with Paxton and Chloe and be their Juju for the rest of my life. And on February 6th of this year, we were told that I had breast cancer. As Ben said, that wasn't the plan that we had in place, but it was God's plan for our life. It was a shock, to say the least, and after the shock wore off, it was fear, but to be honest, since I retired, my time with the Lord was not as it had been before. My prayer life was sentence prayers throughout the day at best. And when I came home and was talking to Ben, and I talked to my sister-in-law Jean and to Martha, and I just said, I don't know how to approach God with this because He hasn't seen a whole lot of me lately as He did before, and now I go to Him with cancer. How do I do that? And Ben and Jean, just told me He's there. He's waiting for us. He's going to hold you in the palm of His hand. And Martha took it a step further, and she said, just imagine if you went through a period of time when Dan and Samantha, our kids, didn't talk to you for a bit, and then something changed, and they came back and wanted to reconcile with you. How would you receive them? And I would receive them with open arms, and that's how God was waiting to receive us, with His arms wide open, ready to walk us through.
So it was a tough time, and it still really is somewhat of a tough time, but we both have a comfort about everything that Julie's gone through and that we continue to go through. Tremendous support from our church family, from our family, from our kids. And this isn't the first, maybe the most dramatic or drastic event that's occurred in our lives, but there's been evidence of God's plan throughout our lives. We've made many plans throughout our life together, and many times it's been disrupted by His plan, and always for the better.
It does. So we went from diagnosis to surgery in 3 weeks, and then after surgery I had chemo, and then I had 4 weeks of radiation after that. And the fear was still there, but it was our decision whether we lived in that fear or we just turned everything over to the Lord and had Him fight the battle that He was prepared to fight for us. So throughout this process, I was afraid that being a grandmother to Chloe and Paxton was going to be robbed from me for a little while, because there were periods of it that were pretty hard and difficult to get through. But they were such a gift to me, to us, throughout this whole thing. They were just the little bright lights that we would have when we needed them, and we were just so thankful for them. It's not completely over yet, but we think we're on the other side of it, and we're better for it, and we're just incredibly thankful for His will in our life, and for showing it to us when we think we know better. He gently nudges us in another direction and shows us this is the path, and on the other side of it, you're going to realize what you learned. I'm Julie Pigsley, and this is my battle.